Oh, here we go. Here we go again. What's up? It's your boy Cino here. Let's talk about it. When I tell you it rain, it pours. It's raining. It is raining. Ladies and gentlemen, it is raining down right now. Professor X, what's up? I replied to Gummy only on the Patreon, so that's going to be on the Patreon earlier today. But once again, this is another situation that's gotten out of control. That's involving the Smiths. And they're blocking me right now. So congratulations on that. Way to go, Smiths. They still got a little power around here. They're like, we still got power. We still know a couple of people at YouTube that owe us a favor. We gonna shut that Carcino down. Dare him air out all our truth. He called me a witch. And Mama be there. Then that mean I'm a witch. Yeah, we witches. That's right. Which one and which two? And which one of y'all need to be the first one gone out of Will's life? Now we got to get to the real story here. August Alsina, the one who really kicked all this off, he like, look, all this going on, I'm the only one that ain't getting no money. And it's the truth. He's the only one that hasn't gotten any money. And now he got a new song where he's talking about what has actually transpired some more because he wants to ride the wave of what's happening. Because when he went public, wasn't that with Angela Yee? Who did he sit down with? I think it was Angela Yee. He did a one-on-one with Angela Yee and cost him his career. What little one he had. Now, here's the problem. When the whole thing with Entanglement went down, he should have dropped a song called Entanglement. He did not. He wanted to be a gentleman, thinking this was going to open some doors and people going to want to hear what he had to say. Oh, no. You see, this guy here is like a con artist. He's a real emotional person, but he's really a young gigolo. There's guys out here that are like that. They get off on the fact that they got an older woman and they like getting older women and they can do whatever they want pleasing them and the women take care of them. He's one of those guys. Keke Palmer was another one. And she was before Jada. And they were friends. But all these women cater to him because they think he's so fun and cute. And he used that as his kryptonite to get these women to take care of him. And they be giving him all these gifts until they stop and realize, like, dude, you ain't going nowhere. Not in music and nothing. He's just a user. So Jada used them for what she needed them for. She like, you remind me of Tupac. You just a taller Tupac. And right away, mama wanted a thug. And Will couldn't be that thug for her. So in the song he releases, he's talking about how he got caught up in the entanglement and everybody is trying to untangle what happened with Chris and all this. He basically trying to insinuate himself into the equation. Like all of this bottled up aggression Will got is because of me. And it's more like a diss record towards Will than anything else. Because after he sat on that couch with Angela Yee, something transpired. And what transpired was very shocking. Will Smith did exactly what a man in power would do. He decided we're not going to be extorted and be held hostage to August. Jada was paying August's bills, gave August a place to live, paid for his hotels, was flying him out around the country, all on Will Smith's dime, all on Will's money. I'm like, Will, this is all your money. She's spending you out there making movies. She's spending all your damn money flying this dude around. That's right. Hit the like button. So she tried to make people feel sorry for her, saying, "Oh, I only had August because I was only with August because I was helping him because he needed help. You know, he was somebody suffering from mental abuse. So your idea was to let him in the house and screw him? Yeah, that's gonna really help his mental. That's gonna really help his mental. That ain't gonna mess his mind up at all. Treat him like a relationship, then dump him cold and send him back home and tell him it's over. It's over. No more free ride, no more money, no more nothing. I'm out. So now, of course, you know what's coming. He made like 2 tracks without saying her Jada's name, but mentioning the relationship. That didn't take off. So then he waited about another year and was like, "Oh, she really done? Okay, now I'm finna come all out and say what I got to say." So then he came out and said it was Jada. Then she had to do her red table thing. And then after that, apparently and allegedly, based on August's new song, Will Smith blackballed him. But what wealthy man wouldn't do that? Why I'm going? Of course, Will gonna stand in your way. This man had to come off a movie shoot, sit at a red table talking. You think you finna just bounce around town making money off him? West Philadelphia, born and raised. He wasn't finna let that go down. You should have expected that. You should have got paid for that interview. You should have went somewhere where they had a check for you. You sat down online with Angela Yee. You know how much you would have got for that story? So now he got some people around him that then got him kind of smart. Hit the like button, good people. Hit the like button because we finna get into the grease. Now, yeah, now August tried to put out and go do other interviews. It was shut down. CNN, that avenue shut down. TMZ shut down. TMZ was supposed to do something with August, allegedly. That got shut down by Will Smith. Yep, his record contract that he was supposed to have, his recording contract, gone. All of that. Everything's held up. So now he's fully independent to release his music. But the magic bullet came for August. What's up, Jose? Yeah, I watched your video from start to finish. You said you did apologize. I saw your message saying you did apologize. I'm like, I hope you apologize.
Guys, video.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but things are finna turn around now. For old good old August. Oh, things are turning around. Now you might say to yourself, well, what do you mean they're turning around? What's going on? Here's what's going on. August got approached because of that magic bullet. Chris Rock. Chris Rock was the magic bullet. Oh, that bullet was beautiful. It spun around in circles. And when Will put that slap down, snapped the way he did, and everybody turned on Will the next day, that was it. The clouds that was blackballing him parted. The sun was shining, and it's only opportunity now. It is okay to dislike Will Smith. The whole industry hate him. Now he can get what he couldn't get last time. Everybody felt so sorry for Will last time. They wouldn't have done nothing to protect, August in the situation. He's the one ruining the marriage. Now everybody hates Jada and Will. So now the situation has switched. Now August is coming out with a book. And apparently he has a $200,000 signing bonus. Because the book is going to be an all-time bestseller, It's gonna be on the New York bestseller list as soon as it hits. Because he said, I haven't told everything I know. Oh, the Smiths are going to try to block the book. They are definitely gonna block this book as much as they can, but they've lost a lot of power in this situation because everybody dislikes the Smiths right now. Yeah, on the Casino for Life Patreon, we go into a lot of the things that Will is caught up in. Will Smith is a Mason. That's his secret organization he's in. He's a Mason. Now we go into the history of the Masons on the Patreons, and then you hear from the actual Masons themselves. Now today I had to answer Gummy one more time and put that only on the Patreon. He gets no more mention here. Now, they say I'm a Mason. No, not a Mason. My friend, he's a Mason. He joined. Did not join. I don't belong to any Greek fraternities. None of that. My friends did. They went and pledged. They did the steps. All that. Nah, I ain't doing all that. I ain't pledging. Ain't nobody slapping me. Ain't nobody hazing me. Nah, I don't need to be a part of the group. Oh, the Sunni Muslims? Okay. Well, I remember they had a lot of disagreements with the Nation of Islam. I remember all that from the 90s. Yeah, there are different types, but I don't think I need them. I don't want nobody to give me a leg up. I don't need them for business opportunities. Oh, like power, you get the ring, show the ring, and you're not too much like a cult to me. I'm an individual. Now, I'm not knocking people that do it. You know, some people like to be in groups. Me, my allegiance is I know you, you cool. That's our allegiance, brotherhood. But yeah, somebody hit me with a paddle, and one time, it's over. It wouldn't even get to that. Assume the position for what? You gonna get hit with this paddle? Anybody hitting me with nothing? You hit me with that, we can all be fighting up in here. It's gonna be paddle swinging, fist flying. It's going down in five, beta, kappa, sigma, phi, sigma. We finna tear this place up. Now, Getting back to the situation here, August is going to take this six-figure deal, allegedly, and try to put this book out. Now, in the takes of the book, and what got them interested is how it all started. He's going to go into detail on how him and he was working on music with Jaden Smith, who was a teenager at the time. He's a 15-year-old teenager. And August is like about 6 or 7 years older than Jaden. They were recording music together. And Kanye West plays a major part in this. Should I tell y'all now or should I keep going? I feel like I should just tell y'all now instead of telling y'all on the Patreon. Because everybody's shocked. They're not seeing what's going on here yet until now. Now they're kind of seeing it and they're like, oh, wait a minute, this is gonna keep going. There's an epic photo of Will Smith, Kanye West, and Drake. Have you seen that photo? Where they're all hugging each other and smiling? See, he lives very close to where Jaden Smith and Will Smith used to live. They got a house very close to Kanye West. So Jaden used to go over there because they were making music all the time. So Will was over there with Jaden. And that's why he was like, oh man, just to be around that vibe the whole time. And Jaden was over there. So Drake would go over there at Kanye's house. This is I believe in Hidden Hills. I think this is when they used to live over there or something. But Kanye used to have Drake over there making music, working on music with Drake and all this, and then Jaden was come over without Will. They was like, oh, it's Jaden, let him come by and this and that. So he would come by and just record his music. Like he wouldn't just be hanging out with them while they working on music and ideas and all of this. So all of a sudden, August is there. And Kanye West and August, Alsina, all these people are hanging around, and Drake is there. And next thing you know, all of these developments are happening fast. Then out of the blue, something crazy happened. Jaden Smith put out an album, came out later that year in November called Sire. And it was coming out and had the single on it. Everybody was like, whoa, did you know this dude was working on an album? That's what Drake called Kanye. It's like, did you know that little dude was working on an album the whole time? Did he tell you? He said, nah. Drake was like, oh. Drake cut him off completely. would not talk to Jaden Smith, Kanye West basically cut him off too. Because they're like, if you was working on an album, it's cool, but you should have said something. Now it seems like you're stealing. So August and Jaden start hanging out a lot more after that because of the fallout with Kanye West and Drake and Jaden Smith. Because it's like you came to steal our ideas and use it for your album. Yeah. So they were supposed to be working on music. So the whole time they're there. He said that's some rich spoiled brat stuff. He said, I remember you telling us that part. Yep. So after that, during that whole time when the sire came out and everything else, everybody was like, man, this kid's gonna be just like his dad. He's gonna take off. That's why the whole album is titled Blue like that. It's like BLUE. The first four songs is like the letter blue, the letter L is the second song, the third song is the U, and it's like blue. Spells blue on there, and it's like connected storylines. He got all of this from Kanye and Drake. So that made August hang out more with Jaden because they got cut off from Kanye and Drake. He was cut off. Jaden, they wouldn't even let him back in the house. He tried to call to come hang out. Nothing. They didn't have a conversation with him. Nothing. He found out through other people what had happened. Yeah, so Jaden was living at home at the time. And so while they're at the house doing everything that they're doing, all these problems start to come around. She's coming around meeting August and was like, my God, you are tall and how old are you? And was like, you too old to be hanging around my son. And he was like, I hung out with Kanye West and Drake. You didn't say a word. She didn't. She didn't say one word when he was hanging out with Kanye West and Drake. That's fine. But you can't hang around August. He's too old for you. They 10 times older than him. Now, when he wanted to be emancipated, they lied. Of course, the Smiths lied. They put the emancipation back around when he did After Earth or whatever. And they're blaming, oh, it's the After Earth thing. And then they put it off for the longest. People think like he asked to be emancipated and then it just happened. It's not what happened. Well, I remember in 2013, he wanted to get out of there. It was reported then. But this is a 15-year-old kid who don't know what he wants. So 3, 4 years later, it gets to a point where they agree to the emancipation. But that took years. That didn't happen overnight. That took years. And August is not the first guy. Yeah. So if you guys want to hit the like button, definitely hit the like button right now. Subscribe to the page if you're new here so you don't miss anything. Yeah, nobody, he's an adult. So nobody's mad at her for doing it, but it's like you're married. You're in a marriage. Your marriage is in a brand. And you're going after this person, and all of a sudden you cut it off. Be woman enough to say that. You sitting at a red table talk every week telling people what they need to do in their marriage. And you out here doing all this stuff behind people's backs. And you acting like y'all whole house is in order. Then they start coming with this open marriage crap. The only thing that was open was her vagina. He didn't get emancipated right away. It was reported that that's what he wanted to do and be independent and all that. He wanted control over his career. Yeah, he was upset about the After Earth. Everybody blamed him because he was a star child actor. Like he started off with Pursuit of Happiness, and he was excellent in that movie. He was excellent in the day the Earth stood still. He was good in that one. So everybody was like, "Man, this kid can't miss." And then in After Earth, which really wasn't that bad of a movie, the problem with people is they put their anticipations on what they thought the movie was going to be and what it should be. And it wasn't that. They thought it was going to be Will Smith fighting aliens again. And him and his son is on Earth fighting these creatures on Earth. They didn't know Will Smith was going to be basically hobbled the entire movie. And the untrained Katai, who was his son, and he's guiding him and being his guide as his son really goes through the passage of becoming a man. So people didn't even grasp what that was because they thinking this Will Smith is an action movie. So they got in their mind what they expecting to see. And when they don't see that, oh, this some bull. Because the trailer show you Will Smith done slicing up aliens. Then he got his son with him. You like, oh man, this finna be Will Smith and his son. They finna take these aliens out. They could have just made that movie. I'm like, it could have been you and your son Qatar taking out these aliens going on this planet instead of putting the weight of making your son the star of this movie, and you're basically the co-star. Everybody lost money. Sony lost a lot of money on that movie. So After Earth is not as bad as people made it out to be. That's the truth. 100% the truth. But I know y'all don't want to hear about no After Earth. Y'all want the tea. Now, when did that whole thing with what's his name come out? When did she do the red table talk with Will? Was that 2019 or something? When they was like, "We ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life." Remember they were saying that bad marriage for life. That was in like 2001 to 2021, right? Was that 2020 or 2021? I know, no, it couldn't have been last year. So this had to be 2020. Yeah, I knew it was summertime because I remember when they did the red table talk. And when it first went down, I hit my ex-girlfriend to try to tell her. And she snapped at me and I erased her from Facebook, social media, deleted her number, everything right after that. I'm just like, I thought we was cool, but nah, you gotta go. So yeah, I remember that. As soon as it came out, I remember I sent it to her, like, oh, watch this. She was, why are you sending me stuff like we friends? And I'm like, didn't you say you want to be? No problem. Facebook, delete everything. That was as soon as it came out, and we was in Lowe's. I was in Florida when this actually happened. I was in Tampa with my parents, and we was at Lowe's. And then the interview just posted. Okay, what's up, Will Allen? I didn't see Kwame. Is Kwame even here? Because I don't think they sent the notification out for this. Yeah, so it was like the summertime. So it had to been like, yeah, I'm thinking this is 2020 because I was there for the 4th of July in Florida and people were wearing masks. Yeah, yeah, definitely was during the pandemic, 2020. I had my shield. Yep. I was I was down there for the 4th of July and I think I drove. Yeah, I drove to Florida. Yep. I totally remember. This was that time. And all this happened during that time. So this is 2020. So she was dating him in 2016. That's when she was dating August. In 2016, that's when they started messing around. And this is when all that stuff when her son, they was working on the album together in August and Alsina and everything else. And Jaden got so pissed, he took August off the album. August is not on any other records. And he stopped dealing with August. He stopped dealing with his parents. He was fully emancipated to do whatever he wanted. But they've been screwing around since like 2016. He even escorted her to red carpet events. They on red carpet events. They going out on dates. So in his mind, this is his woman. And he said he met Will. And Will was like, hey, you got it, you take care of it, you part of this circle, you part of the family. So when she cut him off, it was like, whoa, no more money, no more gifts. She bought him clothes. She was like almost adopting him. She was like, oh, we've adopted August, he's family. She was saying they on video saying this stuff. Will is there, the whole thing. Will playing with him too. It's a whole lot of weirdness that was going on. It's not like Will did not know what was going on with his wife. Do we need to talk about her first boy toy? Hmm? Her first boy toy? Dwayne Martin? Will's best friend? The first August? This is what Tisha Campbell ain't saying in public, but she been saying it. See, Dwayne knew how to keep his mouth shut. And once he got his divorce, sky's the limit. Dwayne is always gonna be family. But Tisha would always know there was something going on there. They would loan Dwayne piles of money to pay their bills. And Dwayne Martin allegedly used it in some type of loan scam. And he blamed it all on Tisha Campbell messing up the money. Y'all wanted this tea. So I hope y'all ready for it. He was paid hundreds of thousands of dollars from a so-called clothing store and real estate investments, but he didn't disclose that information when he did his bankruptcy document. When Tisha Campbell filed for divorce, that was the only way that concealed and diverted assets was known to the rest of the world. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett gave Dwayne Martin $1.4 million. And it was to Dwayne, not Tisha Campbell. He bought a home with that money and he sold it for $1 million profit, which he pocketed that $1 million. So they told him, you got to turn over that $1 million you've been hiding and you kept from your wife with that secret house. You got to bring that to the table. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the cash app or the super chat, Carla. They had a bromance, but the person that was really with Dwayne, I think we talked about this on the Patreon when we went into the life of Will and Jada. They're swingers. So what they were doing was getting ready to swing, but Tisha wasn't feeling Will like that. That wasn't really jumping off. That's not her thing. She wasn't really into that. And felt like it was kind of weird that Jada was kind of like pushing them in that direction of being open with people they know that is safe and it spices up the marriage and keep it fresh. All that stuff she kept saying, and Tisha, being an industry person, knows how to just keep her mouth shut. But she didn't really hang out with the Smiths like that no more. After that, she fell back and was like, Dwayne, you can go. I'm going to stay here. Dwayne didn't mind. He'd be over there. All right, let's go. And that was Tisha Campbell's little boy toy. And Will didn't mind. That was his best friend. And he did everything for Dwayne because Dwayne keeps his mouth shut and kept his wife happy. Will gonna choke me? What he gonna choke me for knowing the truth? Everybody knows. Everybody in the industry knows, man. Nobody cares. But that's why when the divorce went down, what did she do? She went out on a date. He took Jada out on a date, gave her red roses and everything when his divorce was up and was going on. He took Jada out and gave her red roses when his divorce was going on. And Tisha Campbell looking like, okay. And took Dwayne Martin's side. Didn't even think about Tisha. Tisha was like, see, this is a lot I can say right now. Woo! She just kept it all in and didn't open her mouth about Will and Jada. But if Tisha Campbell talk, to the ceiling, y'all. To the ceiling. Dwayne is always the broke, following behind people with money. He's another August. He did that to Lisa Raye and her husband. That was his best friend. And they was going around banging hoes. And they were out there. Dwayne was out there, and him and Dwayne was out there, and she introduced Dwayne, to her husband when they were doing the show. Because Will and Jada, they got Lisa Raye on the show, and they replaced the black girl who was on the show, who was too. They felt she was too problematic, and then she got let go on All of Us. It's a lot of controversy into that, and because they paid Lisa Raye all that money and didn't want to pay the sister. And that didn't make no sense. And she was like, whoa, wait a minute. How Lisa Raye get all that money? Lisa Raye got all that money because she was from cool with Jaden. That was Jaden little homegirl. She loved her some ratchet ass Lisa Raye. They all ratchet. So they cool with each other. So she introduced Dwayne to her husband, like, oh yeah, this is my husband, Dwayne, and this and that. They thinking everything's everything. So she knew Tisha, the whole thing. They met, and that's why Tisha Campbell and Lisa Raye became tight like this, because Jada Pinkett basically was more cool with Dwayne and cool with her husband, but Dwayne was hers, and she wanted Dwayne, and that was just it. Jada gonna get what Jada want, but the husband was hanging out with Dwayne more, and Will didn't see him. They was on the island. They had their own island. So he was out there kicking it, spending money and all this stuff and running up bills and banging hoes. And that's how she called Roxy in the house and all that stuff. It was a bad, bad time. No, Jaden and Lisa Raye was cool. Like they was homegirls, cool and everything else. Then she started to gravitate more over to Tisha, because Tisha was basically doing her own thing at that time. So she went back and started hanging out with Tisha Campbell more. Once she started telling the realities of what happened and what Dwayne did, that's when her and Tisha started getting tight. Was like, look, hey, now you see what I'm talking about my husband, and why she wanted that divorce. Now Ti tripping. He can't make it in the comic world no more. Somebody tore him up, and he want to go after a woman. Oh, if it's a woman, yeah, he gonna go after them. Mm-mm. You said Jada looked better than Lisa Ray in her prime. I don't know. Jada to me was that cute little girl, like she always had that little low cut hair anyway. But that's what I'm saying. She was the cute girl. She had a really cute face and all that, but she wasn't somebody that, I would be like, I want that. She's like little petite. Them little petite girls, they ain't like not normally my thing. Yeah, that was my girl, Elise Neal, man, and they did her wrong. And she walked. They treated her like dirt. Will and Jada treated her like dirt. They didn't like her for whatever the reason was, and they treated her like dirt. And Lisa Ray ended up taking over the show, and the show sunk because of that. They paid her all that money and didn't want to pay Elise Neal. T-Boz was the one I liked the most out of the group. I wasn't really a left eye person at all. I was more of a T-Boz person. Well, Chili was the hoe. Everybody knew that. She was a hoe coming into the group. Because she was never somebody they came in there with. The other girl got replaced. She wasn't working out. It's like, welcome to the business, partner. They all was tomboyish. Yeah. He was canceled. He was completely canceled out of the business. Most artists go broke, and I would say artists, entertainers, and all these things, they go broke trying to keep up with the Joneses. A lot of them decide early on, we're going to try to buy this house. We're going to buy this super mansion. And they don't think about every year those taxes, those taxes, those taxes. So when you're not popping no more, when that money ain't coming in, you're in that high tax bracket, and that money you got to keep coming in consistently. See, you're not in the entertainment business where people gonna follow you like that. People got to understand when you're a professional athlete or an artist or entertainer, people like you for about 10 years. After that, your worth starts to dwindle down. Hit the like button, good people. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the page. Because we're going to get into a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that's on the Patreon and some most stuff. Well, I'm finna eat the gummy some more. That's already done. Gummy love to tell lies. Exactly. Oh, they couldn't. They wouldn't dare. Because, see, the problem is most of these people that do what they're doing now, they don't care. They don't care what it looks like. I never slimmed up. I've been the same size. That's just the cameras be fooling y'all. Y'all normally see my face up close like this when I'm going live in a car, and y'all look at my face and assume that I'm fat. It's like what Gummy does. No, Gummy's really fat. I can do a pose down with him any day of the week. That's why it sounds so stupid when he says it. I'm like, dude, do you actually know I am nowhere close to fat? I don't know where people get this nonsense from, but they roll with it. People see me like, dude, you lost a lot of weight. See, no, I'll be like, no, I haven't. Always been this size. I am 220 pounds. 220. 5'11, 220 of steel, baby. Guns. he don't have any muscle structure. He just, good Lord, it's bad. That's not your fault. Shoot, you probably would think that too. I mean, the camera be all up on my face, and that's all you see. My fat, I got like chubby cheeks and stuff, so people assume it. Let them think I'm fat, so they won't be. Are you senile? Right. I don't have flab. I don't have any of that. Nothing. Just pure. Look at it. I will not lie to you. No flab, no nothing. Look, I can go all the way around. I can reach my hands around my back. He can't do that. Gummy can't do that stuff. Well, I'm glad you think so, Demo. I do not want to look pretty to Demo. Last thing I need is Demo to be like, oh, you looking pretty now. No, go tell that to Gummy. Gummy did 11 years. He liked that kind of stuff. He wasn't crying, he was sleepy. See, that's what y'all don't understand. Will Smith was not crying on that doggone that everybody tried to make it look like it with the meme. He was not. He was tight. He just flew in. He was like, oh yeah, the next video should put the whole Gummy thing to bed on the Patreon. I'm only dealing with him on the Patreon. All the nonsense he's doing is trying to keep himself relevant. It's gonna be on the Patreon, and that's that. Exactly what I'm gonna leave it at. You know what I mean? A nobody who thinks he's a somebody and lies about everybody. So keeps trolling, and I'm surprised people keep falling for it. I'm like, man, why y'all keep falling for this? Like, all he do is lie. Why everyone thinks I'm fat? Because of the camera. I told you, if I'm on my phone and I'm up close like this all the time doing a video, you might say, man, he fat. If I'm on my phone, I got the phone down there on my face. You don't really see my body or nothing, so people make that assumption. But him, oh, we get to see all of him. He hang, yeah. We know he in his third trimester. I think Kwame finna go live right now. So I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget, all the new people, subscribe to this page, hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when we go live. You know it. Love, peace, and hair grease. We are out of here. If you want to donate to the page after the fact, my Cash App is Carceno, Karceno. That is the Cash App. Thank you. God bless everybody who super chatted, everybody who showed love today. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. God bless.